2005 to
5 years of housing court?
That's correct.
Okay. What were the issues in housing court?
Hard correcting the violations.
Did you stop paying rent?
Did I stop? No. Section 8 was paying the rent.
Oh,
she got her money.
Did you have to pay a portion?
Yeah.
What was your portion?
$64.
$64?
Yeah.
Okay. And how much is Section 8 paying?
$13.15.
Okay. All right. Now, did you have a year lease each year?
No, it was month to month after the year of 2006.
If there's no lease, then why doesn't it just end? How do you spend another 3 years in housing court?
Okay. This how it was. You just can't get up and leave a Section 8 apartment. You're binded into that apartment. And it's a process to move. And between those
years...
It's a 5-year
process?
No, it's not a 5-year process. Between 2000...
It's a 3-year process.
Between the... Yeah, something like that.
Really?
Yeah, no.
For real?
No, of course not.
If you fight it. If you fight it. Okay, so go on. Go ahead. Tell me about it.
Between the years, like 2005, 2007, it was just a promise of, I'm going to get this fixed. And I made sure that it was well documented that it's not being fixed. However, by 2007, my wife started working for the housing courts, so we had our cases started to transfer to Manhattan.
Okay, so your wife started working for housing.
Right. So
I thought she was just paranoid when she said that in the answer to the complaint. Your wife really did start working for housing court.
Correct.
So she's working for housing court, but the housing court says there's a conflict here, so we're going to go to the other one. Does she know people in the Manhattan office?
I'm not sure.
Okay. All right, so in any event, tell me about, let's try to focus on the last year, okay? What were the problems that came up with the apartment during the last year that brought you to housing court?
The problems was the ceiling collapse, the same prior ones, but more because she refused to actually maintain
Did she ever fix anything in 5 years?
I believe that she fixed the ceiling when it collapsed.
Because Section 8 doesn't allow stuff to go on and on and on. All you got to do is tell your Section 8 worker that it's not being fixed. So she fixed it throughout the year.
She fixed the ceiling.
So what was Section 8 saying about it? Did they ever withhold the rent?
No.
They never withheld the rent?
No.
Did you withhold your portion of the rent?
Did I? Once. Matter of fact,
Did he withhold his portion of the rent?
For over a year.
For over a year. Did I? Once. And yes, he didn't pay me for a year. All right, show me a year's worth of $64.
I don't have a year's worth of $64 of receipts. She got paid in cash. She refused.
So why does cash leave your hand without a receipt? That's your
problem with rent. Going to court with rent for her. She never brought that or made it up as an issue. And she knows she got paid.
You have no proof of paying your portion, however small it had to be, $64.
Especially not.
You do not have any proof of having paid rent for a year.
Nope.
Okay. And according to you, that's because he didn't.
He did.
Okay. Do you have, I know you have tons and tons of court stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. My question to you is, you said Section 8 at some point stopped paying her because of these violations.
Yeah.
Can you prove that?
Yeah. No, because that's their
You can't prove that?
No, I can't because they won't send me information about that.
Are you kidding me? You're the Section 8 recipient. If you're saying that Section 8 was so mad at the violations that they did not pay her, then show, well, there's violations, and you're talking about the hell you lived in, and I assume that when you have Section 8 on your side, you can prove the hell you lived in. You don't have anything from Section 8 that talks about the conditions of the place?
No. As a matter of fact,
let me hear from you. What's going on here?
Okay, what's going on here is that Mr. City moved into my house in September of 05. He came with supposed to be 2 children, him and his wife. He came with 3 children, him and his wife. I didn't object, as I should have been, but I didn't. I just let it go. About 2 weeks after he moved in, he tells me there's no window in the front window. I said, what? What do you mean no window? Now, mind you, this is a big, big picture window, sliding picture window. I go up with him, I look, and sure enough, one portion of that big picture window is missing. The storm window is the only thing still there. I said, what did you do with my window? It wasn't no window, it wasn't no window. I said, it was a window. My repairman who usually works with me was with me. So anyway, long story short, the next month, after the first month, his wife says to me, I can't pay my rent this month until the 19th when I get paid. And then after that, bam, 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 every month. They even pay late, but as soon as they paid, something was broke.
but he's lacking some serious proof. She says he's just a deadbeat. Let's listen.
Every month, something was broke. Every other month, I'm in court, housing court. Violations. Won't let me in the apartment to do the repairs. Had to go to court. So then he would have this show cause, go to court, judge would listen, give me a date to get into the apartment. This went on, oh my goodness, for the whole period, really. And then finally, the reason I didn't evict was because I couldn't evict because when there are violations, they dismiss. You have to have everything done. So
that's how you stretch it into 3 years, by continuously claiming there's violations or making sure there's violations.
And Section 8.
Then you can't get evicted.
You can.
Who would know that? Maybe somebody who works for housing court and has all the angles down? Is that what you think? I thought you were being paranoid when you said that.
But now to read his case, Section 8 case was closed. But it was closed because they found out that he was earning more money and because he wasn't doing his responsibilities toward me. But the problem with that is they stopped it, so now nobody's paying.
Right. So you complain to them that he's not paying, and then if you do that, now you have no soup. Now you don't get to get even the Section 8 money. How does it finally get resolved that they leave? How does it happen?
It happens is that I finally was able.
And by the way, if it was such hell to live there, why don't you just leave? You didn't have to leave. Why don't you go somewhere else where it wasn't such hell?
Can I answer?
No. I'm asking you the question so that you can't answer.
Okay, well, I didn't want to cut anybody off.
I'm asking you a question.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you
She
can
made
answer.
it impossible for me to leave.
Why don't you